He's going to give his kids the chance that he didn't have in his life to make it better for his kids. God bless you, bro. If he could travel to any country in the world, which country would he pick?
No, it's only Philippines. My brother, my sister, 6 people.
10?
Yeah, they,
All right, Bobby D here with Mr. Wilson.
yes.
I just met him. I'm over here by the beach in Mactan, Newtown at the Savoy Hotel. And how old are you, Wilson?
41 years old.
41 years old. And were you born and raised in Mactan, Newtown area?
Born from Punta Ingenio,
Translation.
Lapu City.
Punta Ingenio.
Okay.
That's around here,
Okay.
close by here.
And how many years have you worked security for? here?
10 years.
Wow, 10 years.
Oh, 10
Yeah.
years.
And in the 10 years, have you moved up in rank?
Sa kanang katong sa imong kanang
Nang wala agency.
kanang sa 10 years ni mga trabaho as a security guards right kanang imong ranggo gani ni kuan ni taas or same ra
Same ra gyapon.
the same.
The same?
Yeah, same.
How about like raises? Has his pay increased in the last 10 years or?
Kanang salary sir same ra gyapon sir.
Dili mo pare. Before na 19 mo ra gyapon.
Yeah, the same.
Wow.
Same.
I think the boss needs to give Mr. Wilson a raise. If I was the boss, I would give him the raise. And how long have you been married for, Wilson?
Anak ako.
Pila na ka kanang katuig na
Katuig?
married sir?
Ako na. Mga 13 years.
13 years.
Oh, 13 years. And does the wife work, or is she a housewife, or?
Work wife is same to me, guard, lily guard.
Oh, the same.
Well, the same?
Yeah,
Same company or different company?
different company.
Wow. And how long has the wife been security for?
New bago pa. New guard,
Wow. How long?
Lily
Like 6
guard.
months?
6 months, yeah.
6 months.
Okay. And you have 4 children?
Three children.
3 children? And the oldest is?
Oldest is, mukha nito, 15 years old, oldest. Ano yung kadua, my daughter is 12 years. And then youngest is 10 years.
10 years old. And what would be your dream job? To move up to supervisor, or would it be a different job? Like if you could pick a job in the Philippines, what would it be?
Kung makakuan ka sir kanang unsay pangandoy ni ay unsay pangarap nimo nga kanang trabaho.
Sa parang manak.
Dili kanang imuha kanang unsa jud pangandoy nimo nga kanang sa
Like to be a police officer,
sa unang taon
or?
unsa jud kanang pangandoy nimo nga trabaho.
Kaya guard siya.
Yeah, he
Guard.
is like just like that guard.
Just like a guard.
Would he want to be
Yeah,
like a
that's what
police
he want.
officer?
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Yeah.
Do you have to go to college for that, or
No, high school only graduate.
high school only? Okay. Wow. I'm trying to think now. If he could travel to any country in the world, which country would he pick?
No, it's only
Only
Philippines.
Philippines?
Yeah,
Wow.
because no money.
Ano, what if kanang
If money was no issue,
Oo.
like say if you met somebody and they said, Wilson, we're gonna, like a OFW, and they said, we're gonna pay for it, which country would you like to visit or
example kanang libre
maybe
sir?
live in?
Unsay kanang ganahan nimo nga doon nga kanang
Uh,
lugar ay kanang
US.
US.
Wow. Want to
Yeah.
come to the country? New York City or California, you think?
New York City.
Okay.
New York.
It gets real, Wilson, it gets so cold there in the wintertime. I noticed there's a lot of Filipinos that live in California, and I think the reason is because of the temperature. Is my wife Isla, she saw pictures Like when I was back home before I came to the Philippines, the snow was like this deep, like 3 feet of snow. And it's super cold. When I'm at home in the condominium over there in Mactan, Newtown, I turn the air conditioning, like, so it's cold in the condominium over there. And I was freezing. My sister-in-laws, they got bathrobes on and like sweatpants, thermal underwear, hats. They get cold real easy. See, a lot of Filipinos don't realize how cold it gets in New York. So I was trying to explain to the wife, if you go inside the refrigerator, that's what it feels, or the freezer, that's what it feels like in the wintertime. It's so cold. All right, I gotta think of Wilson, after that storm Odette that hit the Philippines, what have you noticed about this beach and this area over here to their right and on my left? We're over here at the beach. I think the beach changed a lot. Ask him what he
Katong pagkahuman gani
noticed.
atong bagyo nga Odette, sir.
How much has it changed?
Nangaunsa ni diri siya, sir.
Wala kung damage kasi. Damage
It's
na
so-
mga tumba nga kon kahoy.
It's so
Material.
damaged, and then a lot of like trees fell,
You gotta remember
Mga
that.
bangko, mga
the chair.
Does he know of a plan where they're gonna dredge? They're gonna take a machine and put it further out and pull the sand, like a big dredging equipment. Does he know of a plan to fix this beach? Because I noticed the beach changed a lot and a lot of the stuff was exposed.
pag yung
in it.
dito wala pa
Do
ko
they
diri.
have a plan to fix
Ang
that?
bagay dito wala pa ko diri sa dito ko sa Emerald Hotel.
When that happened, the Odette, Typhoon Odette, he's not assigned here,
Oh, he was at a different location?
like different location.
So 10 years working for the same security company, what locations has he been at in the last 10 years?
So ganito nga location, sir?
Sa puntay nga na kapon.
The same here.
The
Fontaine,
same
The same. So he wasn't down at the beach area. He was like more at
right here. I
the.
think rotation, sir, no? Rotation mo? Or
rotation.
just like rotation, the agency will like rotating them
Other agency.
at the other agency.
Other agency.
So that was
Timberwolves security agency to dati.
so that was other agency when he is working on that.
After 3 years sa Timberwolves, dire na ko mga February, March 25, dire na ko. Garong katoy. Snow here.
So
So
how long?
after you're working on the other, what is that, sir? Hotel or condo?
Ang gabay na ko na. Hotel ka ba? Hotel pero wala karang mamatios karon. Emerald Hotel.
Hotel, Emerald
Hotel.
Hotel.
Where is that? The Emerald Hotel.
Unsa kini kalayo diri, sir?
Mga kan
Mga 15 minutes or 10 minutes or
10 minutes.
10 minutes away.
And how many units? How many rooms at the motel?
Pila ka nang ka unit?
Handa na?
Ay,
Kuan 17.
17 floor.
17 floor.
Wow, 70. So how many units approximately? About.
Tuwa na ka building itapad gana ba niya. Usa na ang tunga na sa casino.
That was 2 buildings.
17, 34.
17 each building.
Ang tunga casino.
So there's two
I'm
buildings?
Like tower 1, tower 2, like that.
Okay.
And then in the middle, it's the casino.
Casino.
Wow, oh, they got a casino. Holy cow.
Ma'am naging 5-star hotel at sing ganyo kung nahuman man siya. Wala pa nahuman gibiyaan.
Supposed to be
Tungod sa audit
that was 5-star hotel.
kani aw sa lahin na hunong to siya kay
Five-star
kuan.
motel.
Naunong siya kay kini tawag ni. Tungod sa pandemic ma.
And then it's because of pandemic and then the typhoon, they
Yan
like,
tagiya owner na si Dinis Oy.
like maybe the owner is like is
China. In
Chinese, yeah, I was
Chinese
wondering.
owner.
Because Chinese are
Dinis Oy
notorious.
dito.
Oy.
Dito ya owner. Also,
They own the Dito Cellular
Ah, cellular.
Communications too.
tower
So
ya.
Dito and the casino.
Dinis Oy.
Wow. So after the pandemic, then a lot of Chinese people stopped coming to the Philippines, and wow.
Yung pang kuan man to bagi pang pull out mi kayo. Ang sulti sa mong dako hindi na mo. Mapay na kuan niya nga. Makuhaan ko no kay sildo niya income building mo.
So the agency pull out them because like the hotel is not like earning. So
Yeah, so they had to reduce the staff
Yeah,
because
they-
they didn't have as many people coming from China and other places gambling.
yeah.
So if he had a choice of working at the casino
Mga karon
or
ba,
here at the
naka-apply ko
beach,
lang agency.
what would his choice be?
Mini Roses ang pangalan. Agency karon agency.
Also, that was he applied another agency, boo.
Okay.
That was your agency now, sir, is like that is new agency.
Mini
Yeah.
Roses.
Wow, so this new agency was formed after the pandemic? It's like that new,
Okay na na siya
or
nga
is it?
agency, sir, or
Bro, tao na po.
there been on that. No, what I mean is like that agency is running for like a long time.
Okay, so it's not new, it's an
It's not
older
new.
one. Okay. Wow. I hear drums. You hear the drums in the distance?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Kista. Near
Yeah,
from
what is ask
my,
Wilson? Ask Wilson what is going on tomorrow. Is there like a parade or something going on? What's that?
Here or
Yeah, in this area around here,
Ay,
like
tomorrow, sir, unsay ka ng mga activity nila, Trey, sir?
na parasiling. Parasiling.
Para sailing,
Banana boat.
banana boat.
that's all going to be out over here.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Oh, right here.
Jet ski.
Jet
Okay.
ski.
So they're going to bust out with the big hot dog,
Yeah.
and the jet ski, and the parasailing
Yes.
all over here tomorrow.
Yeah, share only.
They're going to
Rent.
have extra staff come in tomorrow. Is that normal or is that like something different for
Unsa na siya,
tomorrow?
sir? Normal na murag kanang normal ra siya nga kanang mag-ingana sila or kana ra jud siya nga adlaw nga
Kadadlaw na siya.
everyday.
Everyday na siya.
Every day.
Jet ski, banana boat, parasailing.
So the kids, how are the kids doing in school? Their grades, are they
My youngest ang
struggling? Is it hard for
Oldest.
My oldest na grade 9.
grade 9?
And then the second grade 7.
Okay.
And then the youngest grade 5.
And how are their grades in school? Are they doing good in school or are they struggling? Do you have to?
Kanang ilang mga grades, sir?
Oo, kanang kan.
Oo, grado nila.
Ayun, 80.
Out
80%, 80%,
of 100, their average is
average
like
80.
80.
Wow, so they're doing good.
Yeah, they're doing good.
So, do they have plans to go to college maybe on a grant? Or do you think maybe when the kids get older, they're going to work a job and try and go to college? Like, what's the plans for the kids in the future? Do they want to go to college or do they want to work like a regular job right out of high school?
To college my kids. If you have more money, you have tawag ni pasok college ba. Okay sa ilang ganahan nga kurso ako yata na photos makaya.
He wants his kids to go to college, and if whatever course they want to, he's gonna work hard for
Okay.
them.
He's going to work as hard as possible to keep
Yeah.
his kids in school
Yep.
so they can get a college education and do the best they can do in life. Wilson here is a hard worker. He's going to try everything and anything to put all 3 of his kids through college. It's a struggle in the Philippines. It is definitely not easy over here. The people in America think they have it hard. It's a lot harder here in the Philippines. Wilson's in good shape, good looking guy, and he was on it the minute we walked up. He was like, you know, what are you doing here? What's going on? So he wasn't asleep on the job. He saw us coming like a mile or kilometer away. I always get miles and kilometers. I got to remember where I'm at. So he was right on it the minute we came in here. I'm going to take a. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Do you come from a big family or
My brother, persons,
4 people in the
four
family?
people, yeah. My sister, 6 people.
Wow, so there's 6
So
total?
almost 10.
10.
10?
Yeah, 10. Ako yung isa na din. It's me, youngest.
You're
Namuran,
the
namuran
youngest,
ba?
Wilson?
Yeah,
Namuran.
he's the youngest.
Okay, we were just talking off camera about Nixie, my sister-in-law. Everybody knows who Nixie is. And Nixie spoiled.
Ano.
Was Wilson, were you kind of spoiled as a kid growing up since you're the youngest out of 10? 10 brothers and
Yep,
sisters?
10.
Well, it'd be 9, but
6 sisters
Six
and
them,
4
4
brothers.
brothers.
wow. And do you get along good with your brothers and
Itong
sisters?
kanang nagtubo ka sir, na-spoiled ka sir, ikaw may kinamanghuran.
Wala na. Kay kuan mi kining gikuan sa giganan pipanton gi bang ikon.
because-
Tinuran gis kuan.
No, when they grow up, like their parents discipline them. There's no like favoritism like that.
Okay. So it
It
was
should be
a
same.
level playing field.
Level, yeah,
Everybody got treated equally.
Treat me.
And do your brothers and sisters live close by to Lapu-Lapu City here in Mactan, or did they live in different
Yeah,
areas
Lapu-Lapu
in the
only.
Philippines?
Lapu-lapu.
All of them?
Oh,
Wow.
Tanan sir?
si Yoyo. Lapo.
So do you guys get together and have parties once in a while where the whole family
Mag-hangout,
comes
hangout. Ay,
together?
kanang mag-unsa na, banding-banding mo sa imong mga igsoon sir, mga pamilya.
May okasyon. May kanang-
Yeah, if there's an occasion like that.
may
There's an occasion
or-
like a baptismal or
Yeah, that's
a wedding.
Filipino culture.
yeah. But sometimes
Fiesta, like
my birthday.
christening,
Birthday.
birthday like
Okay.
that.
Occasion.
so sometimes though Filipino families there'd be like something going on,
Yeah.
tension between the family, and they don't come together for parties or
Yep.
stuff like that. That's good that Wilson has a good bond with his family. I'm the only child. I wish I had brothers and sisters. Man, imagine having a brother. That would be crazy. There's something in the water over there floating. I don't know what it is. What is that white thing over there floating? You see that white? Is that a plastic bag?
Mukot.
What the heck?
Fisherman.
Ah, fish.
Fisherman.
Oh, that's a. Oh, he's got a bucket. There's a guy.
Sulat isda diba?
There is a
Like a
guy
bucket.
Bucket,
That's
yeah.
what they use for
swimming,
the fish.
and it's pitch
That's
black
the
out
fish.
over there. He's got the fish in the bucket. I wish I could zoom in or I wouldn't put the spotlight on him, but out of the corner of my eye, I'm talking to Wilson. All of a sudden, I see this white thing going by. It almost looked like a fin,
My
like
father
a shark.
also fisherman. Fisherman at carpenter.
His father,
My mother is only housewife.
also.
And
And then my
Father's
mother,
The dad is like fisherman
And
and
carpenter.
okay, the light just went. Because the power's
Yeah,
getting low.
Mama's
So
also-
how many? Dad's been a fisherman since he was like
He said
6.
that of all the 10 siblings, only 2, sir, no?
high school.
Two siblings graduated high school. The rest, sir, ang uban, sir, mga elementary ra. And then the rest,
Only
elementary.
They joined the
Yes,
military.
no, only elementary. They
they-
graduated like only elementary,
Okay.
like that.
What
But they
grade?
did not went to high school.
What grade was the majority of the kids when they stopped going to school? What grade?
Unsay kanang sa imong mga igsuon, sir, kanang asa ra sila taman sa elementary, sir? Grade 1.
Wow. So not a lot of schooling. That's why Wilson wants to keep his kids in school,
Yeah.
and he's working hard because he knows that if his kids get a college education, they have a very good chance on being successful and making good money and helping their dad out when they get a good job. So, we were talking about-
Hmm? Oh, he's asking if I like seafoods like that.
Oh yeah, seafood's the best. Fish, crabs, all that stuff. Shrimp, lobsters. the whole 9 yards. My favorite fish is the tuna, the giant tuna,
Tuna fish.
Yeah,
there.
the real big ones.
Tunas to others. To others goes.
So Wilson, your dad is a fisherman?
Yes.
Does he work?
Fisherman and carpenter.
Okay, so he's a fisherman and a carpenter. So when the fishing is slow, he does, it's like a side hustle. He does carpentry on the side.
Kanang part ay murag mga part-time ra niya ang kanang carpenter sir or
Which one takes up the majority of dad's time, the fishing
Asay
or the
ganun.
carpentry?
Iyagin ko iyagin ano sa tawagan ni kining
kanang murag panginabuhi
kinabuhi
ay
gini. Iyagin tawagan ko sa kon kurso gini asan ako.
kanang mao gyud ay ang gi-focus.
Iyagin mo focus gini ba.
Ang kanang pag kanang carpenter sir.
Oh, carpenter.
Ah,
Sa dagat
boat.
ay na misken nga sa unang gamay na masurog 5 ka tawo ba. Na mi pukot unay sad ba.
And then they have that net that they use
Yeah,
for
what
fishermen.
type of fishing? Is it long line or nets, or is it, does his dad stay out overnight?
Unsay
What
kanang
type of
kuan niya
fishing?
sir nga kanang panalitan kanang maadto sila og lain nga island sir niya kanang tag
Malabag.
15 days sila or
Dili
mga pila ka adlaw sila sa dagat.
Wala gikan og alas 6 andun sa alas 6 po alas 3 6 to 3 PM.
From
6 AM to 3 PM.
6 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning
yes,
to
yeah.
3.
Yes,
And
sir.
is he fishing with nets or
nets.
nets
yeah.
nets.
nets?
Pukot to.
What type of nets? Where they? Wow, I heard a guy out there.
That's just like ano ba?
Like
Oh, he's making noise
what you
to.
call on that bo?
Labay bato ya tukon madung pukot ba.
He's trying to scare the fish.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to scare the fish to make them go into maybe a net or something. So, Dad uses nets to fish his
Yes.
father.
Yep.
And what type of net? Did they encircle the fish, or is it a gill net, or did they put the net out and then pull it up onto the shore? How does it?
Yun
How
sa
does
nila
that work?
sir kana rang ilabay nila sir then.
Dili tak magdaggan na kaya bugsay bangon na makina.
Like a boat bo and then they're going
Hindi
to
nga riya yo net.
like
They let it off the back of the boat.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Did they
net.
put it in a circle,
Yeah, like that.
or
Like a
did they
sea.
pull it in? Okay, so they try to make noise and get the school of the fish in the center of the net and then pull it up.
Yep.
Does Dad own the boat, or does he work for somebody that owns the boat?
Yeah. Mo aga yo on ba.
He owned
On
Wow,
the
that's
boat.
good.
on boat.
That's good.
Did Dad build the boat himself, or he had somebody build the boat for him?
Yara nang hinimo sir ang
Oh, yeah. Panday mo to kamao to ya.
Yep. He knows how to
Wow, he knows how to build a boat too,
build a boat.
because he's a carpenter.
Yep.
Well, they said Jesus was a carpenter.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
built that ark.
No,
Ay,
that was
What did-
Noah.
That was
Noah built the ark. Come on now. Come on now.
the flashlight is like
Yeah, putting a spotlight on you.
I'm going to cut that.
No, you're not gonna cut that. Somebody was gonna be a nun. My wife was gonna be a nun. Her first boyfriend, cheated on her. Her first boyfriend ever cheated on her, and she was signed up with the nunnery. She was gonna be a nun, a Catholic nun, and devote her life to God. That's another reason I married Isla Drain. All right, so Dad is multi-talented, built a boat, is a fisherman and a carpenter. Did Dad build the house that he lives in now?
Balay.
Siya rin ay gahimo na yung balay, sir.
Oh.
Yep.
What town does Dad live in?
Asa siya kapuyo, sir? Karon.
Wala na patay na ko papa.
He's dead.
Almost
Oh my goodness.
20
I'm sorry, Wilson. I'm sorry to hear that. If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Dad?
ano siya nang company kining complicated ba. Overfatigue sa baho. Dagat
Overfatigue
din mama.
is like work. What do you call on that?
Very stress.
Stress,
Stressing.
Yeah.
Like
heart attack.
After the fisherman
he worked
work and from
to too much. What do you
Yeah.
call that?
Hypertension and had a heart attack, maybe?
Yeah, like that. He's like, it's like he don't take a rest. He's like always working.
I understand.
Bago, bago.
It's
Bago,
hard
like
with
work do.
a big
Stress,
family.
very stress. Your father. After pisoy man nga sa tao ng mamari.
Hmm?
After yung mo sa dagat aras mama panday na pan.
After he work like
Or
fishing,
fishing.
and then he's going to do the carpenter.
Winter like a house, like a
He
boat.
overworked like that. Don't you
Yeah,
think?
that's and the 10 kids and everything. That's a lot of. I'm sorry to hear that, Wilson. If you could change one thing about the world we live in, translate this for me. If he could,
His mom died for high blood pressure.
wow, same. Yeah, I noticed in the Philippines, hypertension is common in the Philippines and high blood pressure, especially since fast food. The Philippines is changing. Fast food. It's like the United States was back in 1980s. You didn't see a lot of overweight people, and then there wasn't a lot of hypertension. Things are changing. Things are changing in the Philippines. It's becoming westernized. I'm sorry to hear that about mom and dad. It's hard in the Philippines. It's really hard. So the people in America and other countries really better think about when they're complaining about things and complaining about how stressful their lives are. They have no idea how other people live in other countries. It is not easy. People are like, why are you trying to get Isla to the United States to get her green card? She's going to leave you and all the I don't listen to the negativity. It's just that she'll have an opportunity to better herself. Like Wilson's talking about putting his kids through college, and he's struggling working, and I know he's going to be able to do it. He's going to give his kids the chance that he didn't have in his life to make it better for his kids. God bless you, bro. Right, there's a guy over there. He's swimming around under the water with a flashlight. There you go. The sun's just starting to come up. There he is. See that spot out there? He's in like 4 meters. There he is. About 4 meters deep right there. There's the beach. See him out there?
Ang adlaw.
Ha?
Adlaw.
Adlaw na? Sa sabon?
Murag inadlaw na ilahat iya.
Wilson, if Wilson could change anything in this world, like money was no object, if he had basically like the power of God, what would he change about the world in general? Like, if he had unlimited power and like tomorrow, like he had 3 days to think about to make a change for this planet, for all the people in the world, what would it be?
O kanang nakay power sir or naa kay chance nga mausog ang kanang kining nga kalibutan or kining
Like almost like the power of God. Like, is there something in the world that he would change on this
tibuok
planet?
kalibutan nga kanang pwede nimo nga mausab nga og kanang palitan na kay chance nga usbon. Kanang unsay mo usbon?
Kanang mga sayod bitaw. Nang gama o di ka mo tong madautan ba kana kon.
Is saying that to like stop the crime like that, do better in life like that.
So if he wanted to start over,
Yeah,
and
like that.
what he knows now that he's older, he wishes that he knew what he knows now back then when he was younger, to go down a different path.
Yeah.
So that's in his life. I understand that.
Okay.
And he wants to reduce, I guess he did answer the question, to reduce the crime in the entire world.
Yes.
It's out of control in the United States. The politicians are doing crazy things in the United States with if you steal under $900 worth of merchandise, it's a misdemeanor. Things are a little bit chaotic in the United States. I try to explain it to the people in the Philippines. The United States is going downhill fast from what I'm seeing. And what scares me is they say all great nations fail. Like you got to look at the Roman Empire, Egyptians, and the United States. The dollar is becoming weaker. I don't know, that's a good answer. If you could reduce the amount of crime in the world, we would live in a way better place, because crime is bad. I think it's the drugs that fuel the crime. People out of desperation, you know, they need money. There's not a lot of opportunities for jobs, and then they turn to the bad side to make that easy money, and then they get caught up in the system. Yeah, crime is bad. They wanted me to be a police officer when I was younger, and I said, nah, I'd rather be a firefighter. But things have changed with the police departments over the years, I've noticed. Thank you, Wilson, for
Thank you.
letting me interview you, and I wish you the best of luck in everything in your life, and doing a good job raising those kids. And that's outstanding that you realized in your life that you should have gone down. This is my thing. I live with no regrets. Like, the past is the past. I can only change what's in front of me, and I have to let the past go. Wilson's doing the right thing. The opportunity that Wilson didn't have, he's going to give that opportunity to his kids, and I know he's going to be successful at it. And I wish you the best of luck, brother.
Nice to meet you.
Come on and give me a hug. Give me a hug, bro. All right, God bless you, man. That's good, man. I'm glad I talked to you. I'm going to come back over here and see you again.
See you.
So we're going to watch the sun come up,
Look at that too.
and it was super. It just made my, almost started crying before. There's Filipino people are just outstanding, amazing people. He's going to work his ass off to give his kids a better life. And stay tuned. God gave us another one. It's coming up right over there. There it is. The sun's coming up. Unbelievable. Look at that sunrise.